Episode 1 of the MRP TL Type S, building the perfect daily. In the last video you guys saw with the car all done up and clean, and in today's video, which is going to be weeks prior, we're going to actually be tackling it. Yesterday we spent 5.5 hours removing the front PPF on the car. We're currently waiting for our help. I hired out another detailer to come and give me a hand with this so that we can knock it out in one day. So while we're waiting for him to pull up, let's get started with showing you guys how I removed this PPF. Finally. 2.5 hours now, completed only one half. This plastic scraper does not cut the paint. It may leave some scratches behind, but adhesive remover. We're gonna let it sit and eat up all that adhesive. This stuff is so tedious. Been on the car since 2010. Comes off in these little chunks. See, our means and methods definitely scratch the paint a little bit, but you'll be seeing a full paint correction in today's video. It's gonna come out perfect. Ooh, that technique. Come on, Nate, get it. Come on, you're almost there. Oh, you're better than me. Stick them.
Let's go. That gets 5 big.
Thank you last night, Deontay, for showing us how to remove PPF. My hands right now do not want to work. First, let's just appreciate this background that we have. We got the bridge, then it just disappears into the fog. Front PPF on it. That's been on the car since 2010. We still have the mirror ones to take off. We're still waiting for Christian to get here. Let me give you guys a full walk around. The condition this car is in is fairly rough. People say they take care of their cars. Unless you're an enthusiast, you really don't know how to take care of a car. I promise the rest of the video I will not be doing any talking. So this thing is pretty hammered. It smells like dog up in here. Look at how much dust collected up here on the steering wheel. It's all over the dash. Seats need a good cleaning. We got one tear right here that I'm hoping an upholstery guy can fix for me. It smells like dog back here. Looks like there's been a couple spills on our carpet. I just want to get this like weird mildew sour smell out of the car. Right here, you can tell the car's been sitting for a minute. Around these headlights, in the wheel well, and just caked on. We're gonna use some acid to remove it, and it's fairly rashed up, so I definitely have a restoration. The ultimate test for has the car been cleaned properly ever? Let's see. So you can't say you take care of your car and your gas tank be looking like that. You guys are in for a nice transformation in today's video. Before we get started, make sure you guys drop a like and comment down below if you are excited for this series. It's gonna be a full restoration and modification fiesta. Seats are out. I'm gonna sleep good tonight knowing that underneath here is gonna be real clean. My help showed up.
Oh, this is disgusting. Without gloves is crazy.
Yeah, you need gloves for that.
Oh, it's too late.
Feel how sticky it is, huh?
I can see it. It's disgusting.
Let me get the pressure washer in here or what?
Next we have a little bit of vinegar mixed with water.
I love this Clorox for my bathroom. See that, chat? Bro, chat, what do you think?
So,
I'm just gonna pull this one off because it's so nasty. Oh my, look at that.
oh, that's disgusting.
It's like making whipped cream. Yeah, that's gotta go. All off the knob.
Oh,
A little short shifter. Alright, let's see how clean this thing comes out. Oh, it's so dirty. You see that?
Yeah.
Jeez. Clean?
That's foul.
That's all from like
Yeah, that's my
those sweaty beach trips. You want to keep going or? Just wrapped up the interior and it started hailing right now. So glad we got that done outside because inside there's just not enough light to do the interior. Do you have a rain jacket? No. We can make quick work of it, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll make quick work of the exterior. So I'm sorry.
Beauty shots.
I'm not going to get you guys all the good angles and stuff, but we'll do what we can. Those things were cake.
Those were cake. That's nuts. That's crazy.
Now we'll go through with the non-acid.
It'll be a contact wash.
Yeah, and you don't gotta worry about it. The only thing you gotta worry about is if it dries on it. Getting the battery out. We're gonna tackle this engine bay real quick before we do the exterior wash. Quick sound clip. Here's where the clear bra was. Here's the untreated paint. Contaminated paint. It's pretty big difference.
Pretty big difference.
So we're gonna clay bar the whole paint, go over it enough times, it starts sounding good. A little bucket seat in there.
Sheesh.
Weight reduction, my boys.
This one's like being 7'10".
Bro, it smells so good in here. Whew. Time to tackle this paint correction job. Obviously, where we remove the PPF, we have tons of scratching. Also from just the clay bar, how rough the surface was, it marred up this paint pretty good. Tons of marring here on these rear quarter panels, and they gotta go. I've got these Lake Country orange pads for cutting. Favorite stuff right here. This is Jescar Correction Compound. This could be used as a one-step and a very good correction. Depending on the paint, I follow it up with this Perfect Finish from Sonax. And for our very heavy cutting, we're gonna be using this heavy cut compound from Jescar. This is the stuff I grab for almost any correction job. And for mini paints, I've used this as just a one step because it leaves a very nice finish and does a decent amount of correction. You guys can find everything I use in my Amazon store, link in description below. We're hoping that this job takes us around 4 to 5 hours. I'm gonna lock in, enjoy the transformation. I haven't done a paint correction in a little bit, so I may be a little rusty starting off. We're gonna call that good. that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Check out this MRP Type S. This is now the 4th day wrapping this car up. I hired out another detailer to come and give me a hand with this so that we can knock it out in one day. A lot of parts on this car had not been cleaned in years, and to remove all of that, it just takes an extra step, and we took the time to do all that. No cracks on the dash is probably the biggest flex for this car. But with this car, I'm noticing quite a bit of surface rust, especially on the rotors, and if you look behind on the suspension pieces, there's a good amount of surface rust and buildup on the calipers and stuff. We only polished these headlights. It brightened them up a little bit, but it could definitely use a sand and some clear coat. Didn't go crazy with those. We still have PPF on the mirrors. We're gonna be addressing everything we can in future episodes. We're gonna be calling that a wrap. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end of today's video. Make sure you guys like,